Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Indian School of Physics. Guys, this is Nathan here, and today I've come up with a very interesting application of motional EMF. It is EMF of rotating conducting shell. Guys, this video is brought to you by Indian School of Physics and Unacademy together, and name of this problem is EMF of rotating conducting shell. Guys, my current courses on Unacademy are course of INPHO Foundation of JEE Advanced 20 and JEE Advanced 2023. And emerge batch for JEE 2023 is starting from 14th May, that is tomorrow, and this will be purely JEE advanced oriented batch. And the part 2 of advanced problem solving for JEE advanced 2021, guys, it is starting in special classes. So these are free classes, anyone can attend this amazing course. And advanced GT for JEE advanced 2021 is already happening in special classes. Yesterday there was advanced GT 13, and advanced courses for JEE 2022 in English and Hindi is already running, and they started from 20th and 23rd of April. Guys, you can access my theory courses which are of advanced plus levels for boosting your JEE preparation. You can unlock these courses on Unacademy using my code Nathan sir. And for more information, you can visit www.unacademy.com. And guys, trust me, physics will never be the same again. So here is the problem statement. It's an original problem. A conducting spherical shell of radius r0 is rotating about the z-axis with angular velocity omega naught about the diameter, which is along the z-axis. The rotating spherical conducting shell is placed in uniform magnetic field of vector b v naught k cap. There are 3 points A, B, C as shown in the figure, and a meter of resistance R is connected across these points. What will be the reading of a meter if it is connected across the given point? First part, it is point A and B, which is diametrically opposite points, and between point A and C. Alright, so concept wise we can say when a conductor is moving in magnetic field, the free electrons of conductor will experience the magnetic force, and due to this magnetic force the shifting of electrons takes place, and finally an equilibrium will reach. And this shifting of electrons, it creates electric field, and due to which EMF generates. Right, so it is classic case of motional induced EMF. So induced EMF due to motion I can write as integral dl dot v cross b, where v cross b is the induced electric field part which generates the EMF. So here this is the situation. So I'm taking a part of the conductor, which is you can say this is the dl length, which is rd theta here at some general position I'm taking. Now the velocity of this element, it is going to be this. From the axis distance is r sine theta, and its direction will be into the plane. So velocity of this element I can write as r sine theta omega phi cap. Phi cap is along the tangent to this circle, which is generated in this manner. All right, and b is in this direction. So I can take here the induced electric field in this part, which will generate here, or you can say Vp cross b value, and Vp is r sine theta omega. So you can see here Vp is into the plane and b is in this direction. So Vp cross b, it is going to come in a right side direction here. Right, so this induced electric field here, its value is going to be r sine theta omega naught b naught, and it's radially away, so it is in the direction of r cap for this particular instant here. Now due to this part, you can see the orientation of this dl vector, it is somewhat like this. So dl is in this direction, and e vector field is this side. So due to this length, EMF will generate, and in this part, in this vertical part, there will not be any EMF because field is perpendicular to this. But due to this part effective length, we can say rd theta cos theta here. You can see this angle is 90 minus theta, so this angle is going to be theta here. So this dE induced I can write, it is electric field times dl cos theta. When I substitute the value of induced electric field value here, r sine theta omega naught b naught, and dl is rd theta, and angle between them is cos theta here. So this is going to be the dE induced, and total induced EMF I can calculate by adding all such elements. So from 0 to general theta, that means from point A to any general point theta, this EMF can be calculated by integrating this 0 to theta. If we put sine theta equal to t, this becomes dt. So induced EMF for general function of theta comes as b naught omega naught r square by 2 sine of theta whole square. So if I connect a voltmeter, ideal voltmeter across these two ends, it is going to give us a reading of b omega r square sine square theta by 2. So in order to find the current between A and B, since the resistance of that meter is R, so simply I can just write induced EMF divided by R, that is going to be the value of current. But here for A and B, this theta takes the value of pi, so there is no current going to be generated if you connect this ammeter across these 2 points. Alright, or sometimes this question they can ask, a bulb is connected across these points, then whether bulb will glow or will not glow. So in this situation it will not glow. However, if you connect this bulb at some general position like this, then definitely there will be current flow and bulb will glow in this case. So similarly for point A and B, I can write current is going to be 0 in the ammeter, and for between A and C is a point here, so theta is pi by 2, it is equator of this sphere, so theta is pi by 2. When I substitute, I am going to get E induced as b omega r square by 2, and the current value is going to be b omega r square by 2 capital R. Guys, this is going to be the final answer for this problem. I hope you have enjoyed this problem and concept, and it's a very simple problem, and definitely this problem or such type of problem can be asked in JEE Advanced type of exam. So I'll be coming up very soon with another video. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe it, share it with others, and give a like. See you soon. Thank you.